This Halloween, in addition to doing fun traditions like carving pumpkins and watching your favorite scary movie, it would be really cool to add on reading a children's Halloween book, and I have one to recommend. This here is Halloween Heroes, a sibling's quest to save Halloween, and I am so excited to be joined by the author of this book, Brandie James Petras. Hello, Brandie.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yes, okay, so a Halloween book.
Yes.
How fun is that? That's not really a topic that you see written about much. So what inspired you to write this book?
Well, family and tradition. I have 4 children. They actually are the characters of the book. And it's about supporting one another and figuring out the individual strengths of each of my children to come together to conquer any obstacles and adventures along the way the book has.
Mm-hmm. And it is an adventurous book, which was really cool because it kind of took them on a little journey, a little spookiness. I'm not going to give it away, but it really, what stood out to me is it reflected the importance of connecting as siblings, to understand attributes. You see them listening to mom and dad and it coming out when needed most. And so you say these are your actual children in this book and their names. So what was that process like creating this story?
It was extremely special. You know, I want to carry a legacy for my children, and I want their children and their children, and so it's very special to me to be able to do this and have this for, you know, the future of the Petras kids here to come.
Right.
So, yes.
And what I loved also is that it's not a spooky, you know, a scary story. It's just about kind of imagining the magical land, you know, and you have different aspects that people will relate to when it comes to Halloween topics in here. But really, like you said, it's about family and just about that connection. And part of you writing this book is in honor of your foundation, right? So proceeds go to your foundation. So tell me about your foundation.
Yes, we're very excited about it. So my husband and I have Bobby and Brandie Petras Foundation, and all the proceeds for our book goes 100% to the foundation to help local families and children here in Fort Wayne. Yeah,
so tell me a little bit more about the foundation.
Yeah.
Why did you all create it, and in what way do you support families here?
So my husband and I, we've for years have just been supporting local schools, whether it's helping with sports or providing jackets or boots or shoes or sporting equipment, different things like that. We also own a Mad Apple Sports Performance, and it's a travel. And, you know, growing up, I didn't have travel sports, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of amazing kids out there that are wonderful, wonderful athletes, but they just don't have the funds to do that. So we like to help in any aspect of that as well, too. We help a ton of local schools in the area here, colleges. You know, we love to give back, and it's that time of giving, so why do another book?
Yeah, because you have a Christmas book as well.
Yes, I do.
And so tell me about, you're holding the Christmas book. What is this one called?
So The Night Santa Fell for the Pasta Trap, which is really special too. And I don't want to give it away, but it's our tradition to make homemade pasta growing up. And it's continued to be the tradition. My kids and I and my husband, and we even have friends with my mother, Nona, and we make homemade pasta for Christmas.
Oh, that's
and my kids wanted to trap Santa Claus. My son has been saying this for years. And so what more? We got to write a book about it.
Right.
So yeah,
it's
a really cute story and a fun little twist.
Yes. And so with your kids being the main characters in this, you have to tell me how they reacted, like when they learned that they were going to be in this story, and do they enjoy reading it?
Yes. Well, the hair color was a little off, so I had to make sure I changed it for this book to one of my children. But I hope I inspire them, you know, and so I think if you put your mind to something, I've been wanting to do this since my oldest, which is now a sophomore, 16 years old, since she's been born.
Yeah.
And I finally did it last year. And so I'm pretty excited to show that, you know, we put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah, what a good way to show your kids. And I love the illustration in here. It really just pops and brings the story to life. As you can see here, it's such an easy read, and people can actually purchase this locally around town. So where can they go?
Yes, I'm so proud and thankful for my supporters out there. So Mad Apple Fitness, Fusion Yoga, Wine Time, Copy Solutions, Fancy and Staple, Bella Sante, and hopscotch. So
Okay.
thank you guys so much for the support and putting it in your local stores. It really means the world to me.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming in and sharing about this.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, good to see you.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information about Halloween Heroes, we'll have the list of where you can find it and purchase it locally. And like I said, add this to your tradition for Halloween each year. And I'll see you after the break.